it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today I have some business in South San Jose, so that's why I'm in my car. You don't normally see me driving everywhere. These days I am self-employed by YouTube, so I can pretty much choose to work anywhere I want. However, lately I'm kind of a little bit stressed about taxes. That's why I have to stay around home to try to finish it up. Now I just filed it. Now I can go out and about and even maybe plan vacations farther away. So I did a few clips before with this camera in this car, and some of you complained that, well, it's a little bit too noisy, it has a lot of road noise. My car is a little bit noisy this way, so I'm gonna try to make it short while I am driving. Right now it's 2:15 p.m. and I know traffic hour is creeping up around 2:30 or so. That's when it starts. So as long as I rush to wherever I am within 15 minutes or past that critical point where there's a lot of traffic, then I won't have to fight all this stop and go traffic. I finally arrived at the hospital. I'm visiting a friend, but I am not going to record anything because it seems like a bad idea and not right. So I'm gonna skip over this and go somewhere else. So hanging around a bit, I really don't want to get stuck in traffic. It's about 3:30 p.m. right now. This is right at the peak of traffic hour, so I've decided to go to Guitar Center and I want to check out some of their, electronic music making equipment, like DJing stuff. I'm actually very interested in creating loops and stuff, but I have no idea how to do that. I think I'm gonna go in there and check out some of their equipment. When I've used it in the past, it was really fun for me, and these days maybe I can get one and try it out. So let's just head over there. Just think about this a little bit. I was just at the hospital. It really makes you think about your mortality. I feel like I think about it enough, but I think most people don't act on it. Most people wait a little bit too long to sort of live life without regret. So whatever time you have until now, you want to spend it in such a way that if tomorrow you were going to die, then you have no regrets. Of course, there's a balance here. You cannot just go YOLO all the time and just whip out all your money and spend it on everything. You also need to save for the future at the same time. So it's a balance between the two. You want to sort of seize the moment. And I feel like for me, the past few months, after I quit my job, I really have been going after all these things. Think of something that I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of want to do that. I actually go and do it. For example, I have in mind going to Vancouver, going to New York, because I've never been to those places. I've already researched Vancouver for a while, but I'm actually changing my mind a little bit about going there. So anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's head over to Guitar Center. Check out my cool sunglasses. These are Yelp sunglasses actually, because I used to be an Yelp elite. At some point I deleted all my profiles on Yelp because I did not want to do that anymore. Also mainly because I don't even eat out all that much these days. So at some point I ate out a lot and now I don't anymore. So I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, you'll notice that my sunglasses are dirt cheap, and most of the time I even get them for free. Like this pair, I got them for free at a Yelp Elite event. Why do I wear really cheap sunglasses these days? Well, they do the job, and I also measured the UV resistance of them with an actual UV meter, and they work the same, so they protect your eyes just the same. Considering sunglasses may cost like $200 or more, I just decided not to buy it anymore, and I think I haven't bought any for like the last 3 to 4 years or so. My budget used to be maybe like $200 every 2 years I would buy a pair of sunglasses. Now it's zero. All of that money just gets end up saved up. We are at Guitar Center. Let's go in. I just played around with this thing for a little bit and I realized I have no idea how to use it. All right. I think I need to read some instructions before I can do this. But anyway, this place has this little sound absorber things. Maybe I need to get some of this to put in my living room. Oh, okay, I'm gonna play with this. On the left side here, play. I played in there with the DJ console and a drum machine to my heart's content pretty much. Now I sort of realized maybe DJing is not right for me, but maybe I still want to try to be able to use a drum machine. Those things are quite expensive, like $1,000. Maybe I can learn it on a cheaper one. It's plenty fun to just play around with those things. Anyway, I feel so weird because right across the street I see Taco Bell. I haven't had Taco Bell in like, I don't know, years. But one of my favorite things to have there is a double-decker taco as well as the Mexican pizza. But double-decker taco is probably on the top of my list, and I used to have this all the time when I was going to school. So I'm gonna go get some, even though I'm planning on eating some pho later on. This is so bad. I usually don't eat fast food, but I don't know, I got nothing else to do. Why do I have nothing else to do? Is because I refuse to drive in traffic. I'd rather hang around over here in South Bay for a little longer than drive in traffic. Hi, can I get a double-decker taco?
Your total's gonna be $2.17.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know Taco Bell is not real Mexican food, but sometimes you just want Taco Bell, I guess. It's so weird. It's like they have their own style of food that somehow you crave for. Hot sauce. Thank you. As funny as this is, I'm actually drooling because I really like this double-decker taco. Something about the beans and the soft taco making the crunchy taco a little bit softer. I really like that about this thing. A little bit of hot sauce. I know it's not good for you because they probably use cheese that's pre-grated, which they add cellulose powder in. Now that cellulose powder, I don't know where it came from, but usually they use chemicals to extract it from wood, and after it's all processed and stuff, well, you're only left with cellulose, but there's gonna be trace chemicals left, and that's why I don't like pre-grated cheese. And these fast food places, they usually use pre-grated cheese. They're not gonna go around grating it for you. There we go. Brings back memories. This is such simple pleasure. No, this video is not endorsed by Taco Bell at all. This must be the most I've used hot sauce in just one single double-decker. Usually I might only put 1 or 2 packets. Okay, 4th packet. I guess I'm gonna use all the hot sauce they gave me after all. It's interesting that I'm actually eating this in front of the camera because this might mean I can actually write off this taco on my Schedule C on my taxes. Now I just finished my taxes and stuff, and I noticed a few things I want to tell everyone about. The first thing is that if you're self-employed, it probably makes a lot of sense to dedicate a part of wherever you rent or your home to whatever you're doing. If you clearly define a line and only work in that area, then you can say you use it 100% time for your freelance work, self-employment work, or whatever. This means that you can put it in your taxes and deduct some of the costs associated with renting that or owning that space on your taxes. Another thing that you can write off is your equipment purchases for your freelance work. For example, let's say you buy an expensive laptop, $2,000 or something, and use it for your freelance work. If you use it 100% of the time for that work, then you can actually write it off. If you buy something expensive like that, you can put it on a thing called a Schedule 179, which means you can deduct the full value of that from that income on that year. Let's say you make $20,000 that year, you can subtract $2,000 away from that, and it only seems like you're only making $18,000. So you're not taxed on that amount that you spent on that laptop. As a YouTuber, I buy a lot of cameras, a lot of equipment. For example, you're watching me through a Canon G7X Mark II. I have this really stiff mounting pod. It was quite expensive. I think it's like $40. And if you're interested in these things, I'll leave an affiliate link down in the video description below. And basically, I know I'm gonna use this camera for YouTube only, and basically for the full service life of this camera, which is probably a couple of years. If I put this in Schedule 179, then I can write off the full amount. Otherwise, when it's something very expensive, maybe like $200 or more, they'll want you to put it in something else that would depreciate over time. Now, if sometime in the future you decide to sell this item, then you cannot take that deduction anymore. You have to retroactively go back and say, oh no, that was just kidding, and then you have to, you know, not take that deduction anymore. Smaller things like this mount that I'm mounting this camera on could be expensed instead. Now, this is an expense and it can be fully written off on your taxes. So it'll be another $40 off of my income that I make from YouTube. Now, there's a whole bunch of other things that you can subtract out, and it goes to show that owning your own little self-employment thing is actually very, very advantageous in reducing your taxes. Sometimes I might have business meals, lunch, or dinner, and these things can be written off 50% of the cost. It's just the way the taxes work. It's like entertainment costs. If you go somewhere and you have a meal or something, you cannot write it off fully. However, if it's something like I have to treat someone in order to get them to be part of something, then that could be written off 100%. So enough talking about writing off expenses. I'm gonna go over to the mall just for a short bit, and then I'm gonna go go over to that pho place. Why do I go to this pho place while I'm in San Jose? Because it's hecka far away from me, and whenever I'm in town, I really like to go there because it's like basically the best pho in San Jose. I really like pho, and I've eaten at, you know, about a dozen different places, and I like that one the best. This became really small. I am at the mall, and you could say I am here for exercise. They really tore up this place. It seems like it's always in a construction zone right now.
There you go.
Thanks.
Enjoy.
Still kind of plan to want to go to that pho place after. This is actually really good. I'm pretty surprised. The broth is actually really creamy. Check this out. And then you have this really fatty pork belly thing over here. I had 5 pieces of this. So the question would be, would I be able to write off this $11 off of my expenses on Schedule C? My thinking is that I should be able to, because this noodle, I wouldn't have a video without having this noodle in this video. Let me know what you guys think, if this is legal or not, down in the comment section below, and if you're gonna do the same thing yourself. That sneaker you just saw, it's not gonna last very long because that bubble, once it pops, and it will pop pretty soon. Certainly not one of these sneakers that will last years. How do I know? Because I had a pair like that before, long time ago. I knew this was gonna happen. It turns out I'm a little bit too full after having that ramen, so now I cannot have that pho that I really like. I guess I'm gonna head home now. Haha, just kidding. I'm gonna go to Mitsuwa, which is just right around a couple blocks from Valley Fair Mall. I've been wanting to go to that place, but it's so far for me. But since it's so close, now I'm gonna go head over there, check out and buy some Japanese groceries. Ah yes, Mitsuwa. They sell shabu shabu meat, sushi meat, a whole bunch of other stuff. Let's go inside. There's a lot of sushi here, except it's quite expensive. Just one of these is $20. Pike mackerel, they're selling it for $6, and they're not live or anything, same as when I bought it, but I bought it for $2 in my other videos, $2 a pound. Of course, it's not from Japan. I think the ones I bought is from Vietnam or something. Chuck roll beef. That's quite expensive. $19, $58 a pound. It's quite interesting. It's 8:30. They're gonna close at 9 p.m. Almost the only person in the supermarket, because most people, they rush home to eat because they're hecka hungry from going to work. They don't have time to peruse around, and they probably have to go work tomorrow. So people are often trying to go home as fast as possible, see their loved ones and stuff, and they just can't peruse around like I am doing here. Here are the small mayonnaise. And then a really big one here. Just a few items here. As it turns out, a lot of millionaires are actually small business owners. If you think about it, if your tax rate is 30%, you actually have to earn $1.40 in order to have that $1 to spend. So in reality, every $10,000 that you can expense as a small business, you're actually kind of earning $14,000. So thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below. Let me know if you're gonna try to start your own little business in order to lower your taxes. If you're interested in supporting this channel, check out my Audible link down in the video description below. I have a Patreon over here, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.